Setting the table for you on this one, a woman hires a company to cater her baby shower. She pays the tab up front, but guess what? The food never arrives.
This should be big enough to fit everybody, no?
Absolutely. A month from now, Stacy and Greg expect to be first-time parents, which is why they planned a baby shower here in the 2-year-old Brooklyn Community Center in Whitby. With 40 guests coming to share the big day, they hired a caterer to provide sandwiches and drinks, and were required to hire one from Whitby's approved list.
Bunny's food service was one of 4 that they recommended, and because it was the first one on the list, when I called them to order it, we chose to go with them.
Bunny's has been in business nearly 50 years. There was no reason to expect a problem. But last Sunday, with guests in the hall, the catering order didn't show up.
And we had elderly people here that probably didn't have lunch because the venue was between 1 and 3. And we're looking forward to having tea and coffee.
Greg and Stacy called Bunny's owner. They say they finally reached him more than halfway through the party.
When I asked how come he hadn't been answering his phone from cell phone companies, he said that it was because it wasn't a business day for him.
But Bunny's boss, John Ortwin, says his driver did deliver the food.
But the delivery went to where?
Brooklyn Community Center.
But it went to the other Brooklyn Community Center.
Right.
The Bunny's driver dropped off the order at the old Brooklyn Community Center, 3 minutes away. The customers who ordered the food never received it.
But whose fault is it that the food and drink went to the wrong Brooklyn Community Center? The customers say it's the caterer's responsibility. But the caterer, the man that owns Bunny's here in Oshawa, says it's not all his fault.
As we delivered to what we were given. But I felt bad for the customer and offered them 50%, and they, at that point, says, no, we want 100% back.
Ortwin says his company has never delivered to Brooklyn's 2-year-old community center. And even though he's an approved civic caterer, he says he wasn't aware of the newer venue.
So I thought there was only one in Brooklyn as well.
But there's 2.
There's 2.
Greg and others bought food at a nearby Tim Hortons to try and salvage the shower. They say the caterer shouldn't have dropped off food without being sure they had it in the right place.
The couple offered to pay $50 to Bunny's even though they never got any food. They say they may go to small claims court to get all their money back. A complaint's been filed with municipal officials in Whitby. They approve caterers for their venues. Stacy and Greg say they told Bunny's the address for the event as well as the name of the community center. And if the caterer had answered the phone, the baby shower wouldn't have been botched. Ann and Leslie, back to you.